On the 20th of May 1940, the British and French troops were driven back and surrounded at Dunkirk, so they had to be evacuated. On the 23rd of May, the German forces were about to conclude their pincer movement in the north of France, when the following day, 24th of May, Hitler ordered Guderian, commander of the 1st Panzer Regiment, to stop his advance. On the 24th of May, Heinz Guderian's vanguards reached Berbourg. They were being met with almost no resistance when a halt order arrived from General von Rundstedt, confirmed by Hitler, obliging them to stop until the morning of the 27th. On the 25th of May, Lord Gort refused to send 2 divisions to Weigand. He wanted to use them in a counter-offensive and decided to open a corridor to Dunkirk where his troops could be evacuated by the Royal Navy. Vice Admiral Bertram Ramsay, head of operations, set up his headquarters in the underground tunnels beneath Dover Castle, where there used to be a dynamo room. This is why the code name was Operation Dynamo. It officially lasted 9 full days, from Sunday the 26th of May to Tuesday the 4th of June. On the 26th of May, the evacuation of the Allied forces began. The soldiers had to defend Dunkirk to allow the evacuation to take place. The first to be evacuated were the wounded and the non-combat military personnel. While the German Air Force was bombarding the harbour and the town, the Allies were setting up a defence perimeter. It followed the Canal de la Colme from Newport to Bergues and then turned off towards Mardyk and the coast. The troops of the British Expeditionary Force were positioned on the east side and the French troops on the west. On the evening of the 27th of May 1940, approximately 400,000 men were waiting on the Dunkirk beaches, ready to be evacuated. To save the army, the British government decided to evacuate its troops via the sea. The Royal Navy had around 40 destroyers, which was not enough to evacuate so many men in such a short space of time. They therefore decided to requisition every boat that was capable of crossing the channel. So all in all, the British Admiralty had a float of 800 ships at its disposition, including barges, cargo ships, ferries, tugboats, fishing trawlers, and coastal trading vessels. Small boats in their hundreds from every port in the south of England headed towards Dunkirk. They later became known as the Little Ships of Dunkirk. The French Navy, for its part, mobilized approximately 350 warships and fishing boats or merchant ships. When the evacuation began, the ships followed the Z route, the shortest route between Calais and Dunkirk, but the ships were exposed to enemy fire from the German artillery positioned in Calais. The ships were then sent via the X route, but this was riddled with German mines. Over 250 ships were sunk. On the 31st of May, the British lost Newport and about 10 kilometers of coast, so they had to retreat. On the 1st of June, the French troops were driven back from Bergues. During the night of the 2nd to the 3rd of June, the 3 divisions of the British Expeditionary Force were able to leave Dunkirk. The last British ship to leave, the destroyer HMS Shikari, set out at 3:40 a.m. On the morning of the 4th of June 1940, many brave defenders were taken prisoner on the beaches of Dunkirk. The Dunkirk evacuation was a success. In less than 10 days, 338,000 Allied troops were brought back to Dover, and 4,000 were evacuated to Cherbourg and Le Havre. However, the Germans were able to seize hundreds of cannons, thousands of vehicles, and over 500,000 tons of ammunition and equipment on the beaches of Flanders. To learn more and discover the outcome of Operation Dynamo, visit the Mémorial du Souvenir Museum.